Hi and welcome. This is my June review for Gemini Sun sign and Gemini rising. We start the month with aspects to the Black Moon Lilith. Now you may be relieved, Geminis, that the Black Moon has moved out of your sign and is now into Cancer. This also means that it's into your second house. So there's a different flavour to what the Black Moon is trying to get us to work with over the next year. Now, with the Black Moon moving into Cancer, it's about independence. This is a time to be actively seeking independence and not to be dependent on others. And this is one of the issues that the Black Moon will throw up. So if you have dependency issues, it's a great time to work with them now. Now, being in the second house for you, Gemini, the Black Moon Lilith will bring up issues of worth, what you value. And there could be issues regarding finances or possessions, things that you maybe cling on to a little bit tightly. So you need to be wary of this and work with this because you don't want to have any loss during the year. Now there's two aspects to start this month, and the first is to Mars, square to Mars, and the other one is a sextile to Venus. Now Mars will bring up frustrations, irritations that have been bubbling under the surface, so you need to deal with these, and they will more than likely relate to the issues we've just discussed. But Venus, making a positive aspect, will help you to align yourself with what's right for you as a person, and that will help to guide you on, put you on the right track. Two planets changing direction this week. The first is your ruler Mercury, who does station direct on the 3rd. This is good news for you because Mercury will soon be arriving in your sign of Gemini, which he rules. Now, with him being in retrograde motion in your 12th house, there may have been a lack of communication, there may have been misunderstandings that you'll need to clear up. Now, with Mercury making two aspects as well, one to Saturn, a square, and one to Neptune, a sextile, it's a good time to tap into these and use their energies. You can use the structure and the organisation of Saturn to look at things and to get that overview, and then use the intuition from Neptune to fill in the gaps so that you can understand, even though there's been no communication, you can start to feel and understand what's been happening. Now the other aspect is Saturn that's moving retrograde. Now Saturn is in your 9th house and in Aquarius. Now he's already been retrograde once in Aquarius, so you may have already worked with him and you may have already done a lot of good, but there's a chance now to go over that ground and to look at anything you may have missed over the next few months. Now Saturn in the 9th house, it's about looking at philosophy and religion. It's about accepting the view of others and just incorporating everything into your worldly view, so to speak, so that you become a wiser and more learned person. Because Saturn is that part of us. It's the older, wiser sage type person that can give good information, good knowledge, and you can use Saturn now to go into depth and to investigate things in that 9th house that maybe you've missed before, and will help to fill in some of the gaps. On the 4th, we have a conjunction between Pallas Athena, the asteroid, and Uranus. Now, when these two come together, it's a sure sign that there's going to be dramatic social change. Now, this is happening in your 12th house, so you may not be directly involved unless you have planets at 16 degrees of Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. Then you may be drawn to this personally, but otherwise it will be you tapping into the mass unconscious. You'll have feelings and you'll have maybe dreams and things, because it's all happening in that 12th house. Then on the 5th we have an aspect where you'll be very much involved with friends. We have the Sun making a positive aspect to Chiron, is in your 11th house. So it's a time when you'll be attracted to people, or people will be drawn to you who have the same kind of problems in the past, same wounds, same traumas that have gone on, and you'll be able to help each other. You'll be able to talk through things about your experiences, and this is a great healing opportunity. There's a lot of 12th house activity this month for you Geminis. Mercury, your ruler, makes an aspect to Pluto. Now Pluto will allow Mercury to dig deep, scratch beneath the surface, and to see what's really going on. We spoke earlier about Mercury being in the dark a little bit in that 12th house while being retrograde, but now it's time for you to find things out and to see what really is happening below the surface. Then the other aspect in the 12th house is between Venus and Uranus. So again, you could have feelings of or dreams that things have got to change. You maybe have this feeling that things can't go on as they are. There's got to be some changes. There's got to be some excitement. There's got to be something that stimulates you in your life. And this aspect may give you the impetus to make some of those changes and to bring some more excitement into your life. On the 14th we have our full moon. Now this full moon is in your opposite sign of Sagittarius and in your 7th house. The last couple of weeks since the new moon on the 30th last month has been concentrating on you and what you need, your needs. But now it's time to look at the needs of others, and it's also time to have some fun. Enjoy the company of others. You'll want to be with other people, whether it's your partner or whether it's friends or family. You need to be with people now, and you certainly need to be a little bit more adventurous. We had that aspect with Venus and Uranus, which was putting ideas into your head. Now it's time to put these ideas into practice. Now 2 weeks now where you can concentrate on the effects for the full moon. Now we have an aspect on the same day, and that's a conjunction between Mars and Chiron. Now with this aspect, it can aid, it can motivate you from the past wounds or hurts that you've gone through, especially within relationships. This can now motivate you to think to yourself, well yes, I am going to do this, I'm going to give it a go. Regardless of the past, I'm now going to be a different person, be a more adventurous person. On the 15th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Saturn, and this is a good time to work slow and steady. It's not a time to go full steam ahead because Saturn is retrograde. It's a time for just steady progress. Don't try and run before you can walk. And on the 16th, we have a very karmic connection because we have Pallas Athena making a conjunction with Venus and the Moon's North Node. So this is a triple conjunction. It's very powerful, but this is happening in your 12th house. So we have a lot of unconscious issues coming up now. Pallas Athena represents daughter-father relationships, so these are things that could surface. Also the Moon's North Node may open doors or bring someone into your life that has a karmic effect, karmic feeling about it. And these kind of things can really change your life, so just be aware of things, look for signs or doors that open. There's going to be opportunities coming this way with Venus there as well. So it's a time, because it's in that 12th house, just to keep your eyes and ears open and just monitor things and see what happens. The 18th is a good day to examine your life. It's best to distance yourself from your current relationships and look at your life generally. Don't be fooled into looking through rose-coloured spectacles, as there is an aspect between Venus and Neptune on this day. Concentrate more on the aspect between Venus and Saturn, which will give you more of a reality check, and see if there are things that need changing. Then on the 19th, there's an opportunity to put your changes into action as Jupiter makes a positive aspect to your ruler, who's now in your sign of Gemini. Now the other aspect from Jupiter is to the Black Moon Lilith. This will bring up very intense desires, very strong emotions that will be linked to friends and group activities. And it may be that you're feeling a little bit rebellious with this and you'll want to buck the trend, so to speak. But just be mindful of others with your ideas, and there will be some big ideas with Jupiter there, and just see how things come. But the most important thing is to plan ahead for your future. On the 21st, we say goodbye to the Sun as he moves into Cancer, leaves your sign of Gemini, but it's a hello to summer, as this marks the highest point of the Sun and also the longest day of the summer solstice. Then We have another aspect on this day, and that's between Venus and Pluto, so there'll be strong, very intense desires around us, very strong feelings come through on this day. Then on the 23rd, Venus moves into your sign of Gemini, so it's goodbye to one planet and hello to another. Now Venus in your sign will bring a need for communication within your relationships. Also, it's a good time for you to see what you desire and to plan ahead for the future and manifest your desires. Two sextiles on the 27th, one from Mars to Saturn. This isn't a high energy aspect like many others, and it may be time just to work slowly, quietly behind the scenes. The other aspect is from Mercury, ruler, to Chiron. This is a day when you could receive a key. Now this is a symbolic key. This could unlock some healing for the past regarding traumas and wounds. Then on the 28th we have a second planet going station retrograde, and this is Neptune. Neptune's in your 10th house and in Pisces. In Pisces it's about learning to use your intuition and your psychic side and bringing spirituality into your daily life, especially in your career or your public standing, because this is where Mercury sits in your 10th house. Now the other thing with the Mercury retrograde in the 10th is that you become more aware and learn about the use of power and how you need to use power in a compassionate way. And also to be in tune and compassionate with fellow workers, and also dedicate yourself to your career path. There are two other aspects on the 28th, and these are both very good for financial matters and for being involved with friends. The first is a square between the Sun and Jupiter. The second is a sextile between Venus and Jupiter. So this is tremendous. This is great for finances because we have the Sun in your second house. Jupiter is in the 11th house, which is the second house from the 10th, which is where we earn money from business. So if you have a business, this is going to be fantastic for finances. But also with Venus, it's going to be great for friends. It's great to connect with people and really relate well with people. So this could be good in your private life, but also in your business and financial areas as well. We finished the month on the 29th with a triple conjunction. It's a new moon, but it's conjunct the black moon Lilith. Now we spoke earlier in the video about the black moon Lilith and what happens with her. Well, the sun will shine his light on her now, and it will expose everything. This is great because you can see what needs to be done. This will show you exactly what you need to be doing over the next year. Now when the Sun conjuncts the black moon Lilith, there's a little mini rebirth that happens. This happens every year, and part of you will die and there's a new part of you that is born. So this is a great time. And with the new moon, it's even more fortuitous because we have the new moon in Cancer, which means that you can reconnect with your past, but then let go of it. Maybe honour it and then let go of it and move forward into the future with this new moon. Now the other thing that we have, this is in the second house. This could be very good for finances. Maybe this light that is shining will highlight areas where you need to tighten up your finances, and the new moon maybe give you new areas that you can expand and use your expertise and your experience to gain more money. And also with the second house, you'll be more in touch with the senses. This will heighten all your five senses and you'll be very much alive and aware, and you'll be ready to take on the world. But just be sure that you don't overdo things, because you've had that Jupiter influence coming in as well at the end of June. So just take things easy, don't rush into things too fast. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you.